Good evening and welcome to Angel's Haven. I know you're not used to getting two videos from me so close together, but we have an open house coming up October 21st. It's our annual 2-day event celebrating tiny houses. And so, of course, I'm straightening and cleaning and doing other things to try to improve the way things look because we'll have a lot of visitors here. So today I spent about an hour straightening my sleeping room, and I thought I would share the process with you. I did notice that there's a couple of shots that have a finger in them. You know, I just film on my cell phone, so you'll have to forgive me for that. So please enjoy. So pardon the noise of the laundry unit in the background, but here is a very short and I would have to say somewhat embarrassing clip of what my sleeping room has devolved into being. Dusty, cluttered, crowded, and unpleasant for rest. So this is my next project. Chief among this project is continuing getting rid of the paperwork that's accumulated, which you see stacked in my printer. I don't easily access my jewelry boxes, which probably need to be cleaned out. I'm not sure I'll get to that. Dust has accumulated everywhere. Clothes I'm trying to put away for the season are accumulated. That pillow is so random, it just keeps falling. And I have too many pictures out. They are the pictures that would have been on walls and my mantle in my traditional house. So I'm going to try and make this clean, neat, tidy, and pleasant. So this is the result of about an hour's worth of work. The truth of the matter is that there are still things to be done. The papers are sitting on top of the file box where they need to be sorted. There are still too many things under the bed, and I could probably do another purge. But things are a little tidier and a little more comfortable. The truth of the matter is, I don't use that printer very much anymore because I work in an office where I can print things that I need to print. But I think I'll keep it for a little while longer. I like the fact that I could use it if I needed to. I've straightened out a little. I still have to go through my jewelry box, decide if there's any costume jewelry that I don't want to keep anymore. The books that are left on my bookshelf are all ones that I do wish to keep. I've made another bag of books to take to donate to our community library. Cleaned off my bedside table. And I feel as though this was a good effort. It could be better. But I'll let my little brother Steve close out this segment. You can see him there in the picture on the left. That's his high school graduation picture. The picture next to it, he's on the right. Stevie Pat. Gone but not forgotten. That's my Uncle Francis in China. So, I think it's a pretty good effort. When I first built this tiny house, this room up here was my writing room, and I had a built-in bed cubby downstairs. I thought people would sit on my bed as though it were a couch, but they wouldn't. So I flipped the script, and I put some of the pictures up there. Picture of my son in the middle, baby picture of him on the left, a Mother's Day card I got from him on the right. That's been up there a while. That's all the Corleys and the Orsos. That's a music box I got when I was a little girl from my grandmother Corley. So, anyway, there you have it. Life continues. So I hope you enjoyed that little glimpse into the before and after in my sleeping area straightening process. I don't necessarily claim that it's a good idea to have as much stuff under your bed as I do. So that's a goal that I have, to not have that situation. And I realize that I have more books than most people who live in tiny houses think is a good idea to have. But most of the books that I kept and that I continue to keep are sentimental, and some of them I actually reread. So all in all, it works for me, and that's one of the really important principles of any living space, that it work for you. Years ago, when we had an open house here, as we are planning to have on October 21st and 22nd, I went around and videoed everyone visiting people's tiny houses, and later someone made a comment about my tiny house and said it was too cluttered, and that the rule about tiny living was you had to be a minimalist. Well, there are no rules about tiny living. I'm not a minimalist. And if you learn anything from my videos, learn that you should live the way you're comfortable living. And on that note, if you're in Northern California on October 21st or October 22nd, please come to Camp Tiny House. And you can read all about it at camptinyhouse.com. So thank you for spending a few minutes of my tiny life with me, and I'll see you next time or at Camp Tiny House.